welcome back. Today I have another battle of the beauty products for you. If you are new to these battles, welcome. Hi. I will have a playlist to all of the past ones in the down bar. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more. The way that this works is I go out and I pick up 5 of the same kind of product across different brands. Now, I either pick it out from different drugstore brands or different high-end brands. So today we are battling out 5 of some of the most hyped up under-eye concealers. The concealers that we are going to be battling out in today's battle is Tarte's Maracuja Creaseless Under Eye Concealer, the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer, and then I also have the Bobbi Brown Color Correcting Concealer. Now, I feel a little bit silly because this is actually a color correcting concealer. It's not actually just a straight up under eye concealer. You can wear it alone, but lots of times you wear it under concealers, but whatever, we're gonna throw it in. I have things to say about it. So let's go ahead and jump right into this battle of the high-end under eye concealers. Alright, first into the ring we have the Tarte Concealer. This is their Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. It cost $25. Now this claims to be a liquid concealer that is going to offer crease-free, creamy coverage with invigorating skincare properties. It comes in a squeeze tube, which is fine, but personally it is not my favorite packaging for concealer. I personally just find it to be a little bit harder to work with. Now the first thing that you notice about this formula is the initial application is a little bit of a pain. It's a very heavy formulation and it's a little bit hard to pat out. Okay, so the best way to use this is with your finger or a concealer brush, which does end up giving a really nice look. It's just a little bit more time consuming and a little messier. The formula of this is glossy. It's a little bit oily looking, so you can't get away without setting this product. And even though it does claim to be creaseless, this will crease if you don't set it. So you want to just go ahead and set this concealer. So with all of that, if you're willing to take the extra time, this is a really nice concealer. Next up, we are going to battle the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer. This costs $29. Now this claims to be a creamy concealer that is hydrating with skincare benefits and light diffusing technology that creates a softer, smoother complexion. It comes in an easy to use doe foot applicator. This concealer is crazy pigmented and super creamy. You notice it right away. Now if you're someone who prefers a more lightweight concealer, you might not care for this because it is very highly pigmented. However, I personally completely adore it. If you blend it out, it looks beautiful and natural, and I did not have any issues with it feeling too dry or the opposite of feeling too slick or too glossy. It looks really great all day long. So for me, all of those pieces kind of work together, and I find myself gravitating towards this concealer a lot. Next up, we have the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, which costs $24. And IT Cosmetics says that they created this concealer to give women a concealer that would completely cover anything, not crease, and not make them look older. This comes in a squeeze tube, which we have already covered isn't my preferred method, but that's alright. The formula is somewhat similar to the Tarte Maracuja one. However, this one is slightly more pigmented and then slightly less glossy. It's tacky and sticky in consistency, meaning it's a little more work to apply, but it is very heavily pigmented, so it gives awesome coverage to dark circles and lasts really, really well throughout the day because it's waterproof. So overall, I think this is a really great full coverage concealer. Next into the ring, our 4th contender for this battle is the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I was really, really excited to try this because I feel like in the last 4 months or so, I've been hearing so much hype about this concealer that I was just really excited to try it. It costs $28 and it claims to be a high coverage concealer that provides buildable, weightless coverage and leaves an invisible, naked skin finish. This comes in the easy-to-use doe foot applicator. Thank you, Urban Decay. Now the formula is not over glossy, but it's also not overly creamy. The formula is definitely buildable, like they said, because you get more of a medium to sheer coverage in your first application. You can build it up a little bit. So it does have a really nice lightweight finish that doesn't feel heavy or cakey. Now I personally prefer a little bit more coverage out of my concealer than this. However, if you're somebody who likes a really lightweight, super easy to use concealer, this is going to be the concealer for you. One thing I do want to note about this, if you were somebody like me who struggles from dry under eyes, this is teeniest bit drying. Not nearly as drying as a lot of concealers that I have used, but out of this batch, it's definitely the most drying, but overall a really nice, lightweight, super easy to use, super comfortable concealer. Alright, our final contender into the ring is the Bobbi Brown Color Corrector Concealer. Like I said, this is technically a color corrector. You can wear it alone, but it's designed to be worn underneath your concealer. It comes with a peach or pink based color to help neutralize the darkness under your eyes, and then you would put a concealer on top of it. So this costs $28. It comes in a small pot, which is not as easy to use as a doe foot applicator, but it is pretty ideal for color correcting since you're going to be wearing a little bit less of it. It's pretty easy to apply out of this pot. It does an amazing job canceling out darkness under my eyes. It is not too heavy feeling, which is really great because it doesn't feel caked on if I follow it up with concealer. So personally, I've really been loving this product a lot when I'm doing a more full coverage makeup look. Alright, so that was the concealers duking it out in the ring, but let's talk about like who's the winners. So we have the Cosmetics and the Tarte Maracuja. I do really like both of these. However, I'm just gonna have to say that these are slightly more high maintenance than some of the other concealers in the application. We'll talk about the Bobbi Brown really quick if you're looking for a great under eye color corrector. This is really great. I do really suggest it, but it's not necessarily an under eye concealer. So that leaves Nars and Urban Decay. I have to be honest, the one that is absolutely, hands down, without even thinking about it, my favorite, this Nars Concealer. It is just so creamy. It's so pigmented, it lasts really well, it covers the under eyes. Now I do really like the Urban Decay one as well. It's just a little more on the sheer side for me, and the fact that it's a tiny bit drying. For me, the Nars was definitely the winner, but definitely let me know in the comments down below, based on what I said or what you've tried, which one of these high-end under eye concealers is your favorite. We obviously all have different wants and different skin, and so my favorite is not necessarily your favorite. If you want to see one of my previous battles, as well as just go into a playlist of all of them, you can click on this video right here. I also want to quickly remind you guys that I'm currently having a huge giveaway over on my Instagram where I'm giving away a different set of goodies every single week until the end of summer. I've given away Becca Cosmetics highlighters and gift sets and Urban Decay palettes, so make sure you're following me on Instagram. My handle is right up there. Alright, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video.
It's where?
It's where? Where's what? Waldo? Okay. Ow, my funny bone! Now we're gonna eat Chinese food! Nom nom nom!